Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Tarot Time. Happy Saturday. I fell down the fell in love with her psychiatrist rabbit hole, courtesy of my daughter. And I got through most of her episodes, and she had turned off her comments, which was probably a good thing. But then my daughter says to me, she's going to be on at 9 o'clock, well, our time, 9 o'clock. She said, let's watch her live. I said, all right. And, I try to keep an open mind. But I got to admit, I was kind of laughing at the comments and I was on the bandwagon of, cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. But, the more I got into it with her, the more I listened to her, and I'm no professional. I'm just a tarot card reader. She made a comment that her sister-in-law had to fix her mom's social media and make everything private. That alone pulled at my heartstrings, and I kind of felt for the mom. Make sure that's on. And then she said something I never expected. She said, do you want me to pull a tarot card? And I'm thinking, no, no. She obviously is a new reader. If she considers herself a reader, I don't know. And she uses the book and everything else. But when you're in that kind of energy, you really should not read for anyone. Takes me back to a story years ago. A client of mine came to me and she's like, I want to become a Reiki teacher or Reiki healer. And I said, don't you dare lay your hands on anybody. You have to be whole. You have to be, centered, grounded, because there's days that I'm just all over the place and I won't pick up the cards. And not saying that, I'm smarter than anybody else. It's just how I operate. But anyway, so this girl, and Kendra, if you're listening, I offered and I stand by it. I will give you a reading and we will talk about tarot and the professional way. I gave it a lot of thought. And I said to myself, now, first of all, she called out her psychiatrist. No. And then something, I didn't get the whole story, but I guess she made false claims about a yoga studio she worked at. Absolutely not. But if she was a medical patient and she was in love with her doctor, would people treat her differently? That's something to think about. Would people treat her differently? I don't think the girl is just a malicious person or looking to gain fame. That's just my take on it. I think she has some issues, psychiatric issues. I do. And I just find it amazing how, even in this day and age, that anything that, is psyche related or whatever, as a whole, as human beings, we are not made, but because I won't jump on that bandwagon, but people are uncomfortable with it. They would rather deal with someone who has cancer, a broken leg, something like that, than mental illness. I don't know, maybe because I don't know why. I don't know. My stepdad was, they used to call it manic depressive, but it's bipolar. And also my brother was too. So I lived in that world and I was exposed to a lot of it. And I would hate to think that anyone would have been mean to them because of that. But it happens, it happens. All right, let's get on with the reading, shall we? If you watch her, put the comments below. I'd love to do a live with her and read some cards for her if she's open to it. You never know. I'll tag her. You tag me with her, and everybody tags everybody, and we'll see what happens. All righty. Today's Saturday. Going out again tonight with a group of friends. Look at me. All right, hold on. 10 of Pentacles. We like the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles tells us that we have some financial wealth on the way. Okay. So maybe you've been kind of worrying about different aspects of your life. The 10 of Pentacles tells you worry no more, because not only is there some financial relief on the horizon, there's also some families getting together. Okay. So if you're at odds with your family, don't be. I mean, don't worry and don't be because it definitely shows that there's some sort of family gathering. I drew some more cards, but I wanted to start with this one. This talks about coming together with someone from your past. I think it's family. It could be anybody, but I think it's family, and I think whoever's coming to you, I've been drawing this card a lot. You've been worrying a lot. Okay, you've been worrying a lot about this. See what's on the back of the head, but I really feel like you have a whole new opportunity that's coming your way to fix the relationship, whether it's family, whatever it is. It could be job. You could be thinking that you're not appreciated at work, only to find out you're getting a big raise. So we like the 10 of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? It shows that there's upgrades on the way. There's definitely upgrades on the way. It has to do with something from your past. So it's something from your past that brought you worry and sorrow. It's now about to take a 180-degree turn. So we like that. We like 180-degree turns. All right. If you haven't seen her, go see her. Don't put snarky things in the comments. It's funny because last night we're watching it and my daughter gets in bed with me. She goes, let's put on the live. So we're watching the live together. And somebody kept saying to her, draw a clock. And I'm like, my daughter is hysterical laughing because she looks it up, and I guess it's a test. I've never heard of it, but it's a test for mental illness or dementia if you can't draw a clock. And some of the stuff was pretty funny. I got to say the truth. Some of these commenters on these posts, I always go to the comments first. They should be comedy writers because the stuff that comes out of their mouth is hysterical. But it's after a while, it's painful to this girl. Although I don't think she's catching on. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's catching on. All right, but that's it for today. This is Coffee and Tarot Time. I am the Queen of Wands. Everyone, have a great day.